The ex-vice president, Edward KIWANUKA SSEKANDI, came out to announce that he will be running as the member of parliament for, I think, for Bukoto Midwest. KIWANUKA SSEKANDI is 83 years. Okay? For him to come out and announce that he's going to be running as an MP, it shows you the unseriousness of some politicians in Uganda. KIWANUKA SSEKANDI served in each and every strategic position. He was deputy speaker for 10 years. He was speaker for 10 years. He was vice president for 5 years. What else is he looking for? KIWANUKA SSEKANDI came out and to announce that he will be running as the president, and he said that age is that's the number. He said these statements.
I'm here because I'm a Ugandan, and I'm doing something which a Ugandan, any responsible Ugandan, should do at this moment. And I thought that the best thing to do is to come and present myself here and say I want to present my country in Parliament.
Your Excellency, people who are quite younger than you say that their time also take over leadership in your constituency and at the national level. Don't you think it's time for the young generation to take over leadership?
I don't know what you mean by the young generation and the age at which they serve and the end, but I think I have the capacity to continue serving my area to the best of my ability.
Your Excellency, mu Luganda tolaba nti ssaawa zino wandibadde oleesayo ku mutusaayo omuto ne kuddira mbigere.
Ekyo sikitegedde bulungi oga nti leeta omusaayi omuto okuddira mu bigere. Nzize lwakuba nti ndowooza nti nsobola ebintu ebigenda mu ggwanga mbitegeera bulungi, era ndowooza nyinza okuwa amagezi ag'okuleeta solutions entuufu. That's why I said simanyi mwaka gw'osembayo, mwaka gw'otandikirako, oyinza okubeera omuto naye nga tosobola, oyinza okubeera omukulu nga tosobola, naye nze nsuubira nti nsobola.
That is KIWANUKA SSEKANDI. So you clearly see I won out Edward KIWANUKA SSEKANDI, who I think is not supposed to contest for any other position. And I'm going to tell you why. So in this episode, I've come to talk about why most old politicians don't want to resign from politics or retire, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sura Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, we should ask ourselves, what is the purpose of Edward KIWANUKA SSEKANDI running as the MP? In a previous election where he was defeated by SSEBAMALA. And for me, I think even if he comes out in this election, he must even be defeated more strongly. Because these people should learn that there is time for everything. You cannot be in such strategic position in your political career and you want to run for the president. Remember, even if SSEKANDI decides to retire, he has almost a salary more than that of the member of parliament. For every 5 years, he's given a token of a house and a car as a speaker, and is given the same as the vice president. Okay? The pension he receives as the vice president and the speaker is more than the salary of the MP. It's the fact. Okay? Even within being the MP alone, in our constitution, if a member of parliament serves more than 2 terms, he gets a pension for every month, I think, for 3 million. So he served for almost 25 years, he gets something like over 15 million. What else is he looking for? The least, at least, he can run for office was supposed to be president. If KIWANUKA SSEKANDI came out to say that he's running for president, maybe I would give him a pinch of salt, because you've served in each and every strategic position. What is the reason for you serving as an MP? Tell me the reason. KIWANUKA SSEKANDI, it's time to retire. You should go back to your home and settle with the grandkids. You should be at home directing those who are going to produce how they are supposed to produce, because you old people know a lot of medicine. Stop running as an MP. That is law. They defeated you. The least position you could run was supposed to be MP. And you are here at 83. 83, what are you looking for? The years you are remaining with are less than what you've lived. Even 10 years to come, you must thank God if you are still alive. 83 is too much, and you still want to run as an MP. I pray to God that you lose miserably to SSEBAMALA or another one. Okay? The jobs that are supposed to be taken by your grandkids or your son, you're still occupying them. In public service, by the way, the retirement age, I think, is 55, if I'm not mistaken. Why is it that these people at 83 wants to run for office? And to make it worse, that same office you served in for 25 years, in strategic offices, speaker, deputy speaker, vice president. What else are you looking for, Edward KIWANUKA SSEKANDI? Why don't you retire from politics? I pray that you are defeated shamelessly. Thank you for listening in. Let me also take this opportunity to tell you that I'll be running as a member of parliament for Makinde East constituency 2026. It's time to pick visionary leaders. It's time to pick leaders with wisdom, not quacks. It's time to pick those who understand where the country is, where it's going, and where it's supposed to be. Among those who are running against me, there's none other who can match my resilience, my wisdom, my prowess on how I handle things. It's time for the people, the great people of Makinde East, for their voice to be heard. And there is none other than yours truly, KIWANUKA SSEKANDI, who can make your voice to be heard on the floor of parliament, who's a fighter, not a joker. Okay? I'll see you on another one. Peace.
Yes, KIWANUKA. I am putting in my request to fly the NUP flag high in Makinde East constituency so that I can represent the great people of Makinde East. Nkomyewo omulundi ogwokubiri n'obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Ebiwandiiko byange mbirese bibino.
Sigadde nze Mr. Makindi Kabye Sulaiman Mawagali kantu ene guno omukisa okubategeeza mbu ngenda kwesimba okuwa MP Makinde East 2026 nesimbawo lubi era nkomawo bataata bamaama basenga bajjajja okubasaba akalulu. Makinde East ediridde nnyo emabega okumala emyaka 2 okuva omugenzi Sebana we yagenda. Yensonga lwaki buli mukulembeze ajja tumuwayo ekisanja kimu kubanga tukola ensobi. Abakulembeze ba Makinde East okumala emyaka 15 buli baranking abakulembeze abakozi b'omu parliament abatakyasinze kwogera babeera mu abiri abasemba. Ebyo bintu birina okwogerwa. Twetaaga omukulembeze ng'alina obwongo nga bwesera nga busera. Twetaaga omukulembeze nga fighter, si bano bajooka. Bw'oba ng'ogenda kusaabalira ku mazzi ne baleeta eryato ly'ebbumba ne baleeta ne speed boat, tosobola kukwata lyato lya bbumba ogenda osaabale kubanga lijja kunywa amazzi obbire bassebo ne bannyabo. Oba olina kulondawo speed boat efubutuka kaweewo ekusomese mangu. Nze Kabye Sulaiman Mawagali, nze speed boat. Bannaye munonde muninnye nsooke mbasaabaze ku speed ey'ekizungirizi. Eddoboozi lyaffe libadde teriwulirwa. Kyekiseera mu 2026 mulonde nze kamwa kwogera Kabye Sulaiman Mawagali ayina eddoboozi eryamwanguka ajoyimirira ku parliament ayanje ensonga mu beesimbyewo bonna bassebo ne bannyabo teri ansinga kwanja nsonga. Abaneesimbyeko bonna baneegomba olw'engeri gye njogeramu, olw'engeri gye nnambika ensonga. Gw'oba okiwakana eno YouTube yange sooka ogiraba ogifollowing ogisharing olayo ne vidiyo eziriko engeri gye nnambika ensonga. Kuba mwaka faananyi nga ndi ku floor ya parliament nga ngamba Mr. Speaker sa wa Madam Speaker sa waliwo asobola ogaana okuwulira. So mu 2026 tetukola era ne mulonda omulala atali Kabuye Sulaiman Mawagali. Musibe bulungi, mweraba. Peace.
Mpala na walayi kusaba kimuze mpala na bulungi wangi ava mpala na bulungi nange benjagala obulungi.